からサタンしろ
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Saturn Studs Live. It is, oh, that's why that's weird.
Oh, do I not have video feed?
Oh,
The
did
stream
that
drop?
stop going? We've
There we
tried
go.
new methods this week, folks, and need to real quick fix Peter's cropping because I messed with it during the break because I had actually, you know what, I'll just extend the Discord window back out so that it's fixed to the cropping I put in earlier. And I'll fix it later. Alright, we're playing Titanfall 2 tonight. This is a game that I fell in love with on a random chance. It was on sale on Xbox store, and I bought it for my Xbox. I had heard good things about it. I wanted to give it a try, and it scratched me right in that Mechasalt itch that I had had for a while, and I just fell in love with it.
Okay, that's weird.
Not like most girls.
Kurt, can you turn your volume down? Because like I can't seem to hear you and the game at the same time.
I don't know is the answer.
Because the stream volume will, I can hear the game through the stream. We're trying a new setup.
Can you lower the output volume of the stream?
I can lower the output on the stream. I can mute the stream, but I'm still getting it through your channel.
Oh, so was it working?
Yeah,
Okay, so I guess it was working
the
the right
sound is,
way.
but I don't know about the video.
The video isn't working?
No, like I get the video through the stream and I get the sound through your stream, but you and the game are like crossing up on each other. So when you speak, the video audio cuts out, or the audio will overtake your voice.
Oh, I think that's by design in Discord.
Okay. Okay, I think it works now.
Maybe you can disable whatever attenuation.
Yeah. All right, it should all be good now.
Okay.
So, classic mech war shit. Do what it do. Look at our big robots.
Big old thing of pizza.
Big old pizza.
Ninth Militia Fleet is en route to attack an IMC-controlled planet called Typhoon. There's civilian presence. I only know that it houses an IMC military research facility. For the James McCallum,
ICP research facility. Magnet. How do they work?
How do they work? We've been trying to crack this mystery for 25 years.
Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that.
Remember one time at Magic Club, Alex tried to do the magnets. How do they work? And I like sincerely answered him because we had just covered it in Elmo.
Oh no, Elmo! The worst class in that curriculum.
Look at the lights. Look at the lights. This is why we're playing this when Jake isn't here.
There are two lights. I just remembered a great game for next time we do a one-off, because this is, for context, um, if you're tuning in because of the Titanfall 2, good old TF2. Um, this is a quick one-off breather from our ongoing Divinity Original Sin 2 playthrough.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to complete this tonight.
No, I chose this because it's pretty short. I think 6, 7 hours maybe for the campaign.
Oh wow.
Um,
Is it because it's like a big multiplayer
yeah, that was the
game?
the crux of the experience, but the campaign is a very nice, tight story. Um, that I've wanted to do on the air for a while now, and I figured this was a good time to do it.
Hmm. Look at all them guns.
This is every gun, well, most of the guns in the game, early game at least.
Right.
Boop boop boo, boop boop boo.
They got to save something for the halfway point.
Yeah. It's toggle ADS. I need to fix that.
Oh, yeah, no, that's no bueno.
Controls. Sure. Aim button, hold to ADS. Yes, please. That's toggle.
That's like enabling sticky keys.
Yeah. Crouch button, toggle, hold the crouch. Oh wait, do I have to hold the crouch? Back.
Okay, that looks good.
It's still on fucking toggle for the goddamn ADS. Maybe.
Oh, do you need to like lock it in?
Why is it toggle on both settings? That's weird. Okay.
Okay, go back to controls just before you do anything. Did it work? It says hold. I don't know why hold to crouch is like golden.
And that's still on toggle as well.
All right, settings don't work. That's great. We made the settings not work as a joke. Oh, good. The COD free run maps. Whee! Hexagons. This is pretty fun looking. I gotta find the. There's a shooty typey gamey thingy called Tribes. It was an older one, but it was a very parkour based shooter, multiplayer shooter, kind of around the time of like Unreal, I think.
Right.
Um, and basically there was no friction,
That's
and the
interesting.
maps were all super hilly. So what you would just roller coaster up and down valleys, just fling yourself like 1,000 meters in the air and try and shoot people while you were flying like a fucking clay pigeon.
That was not terrible. Minute 8, got everyone. Yes, Django.
And you'll give you a little achievo.
25 seconds. Oof.
Mhm. No thanks.
Yes, I'm ready to hang it.
The piloting? I'm ready.
I don't know who prefers, if anyone out there watching this prefers toggle, aim down sight, and crouch. Can you explain to me what the appeal is? Because it just feels so clunky.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, maybe they use the, um, button for something else? I
I
don't
can
know.
see, yeah, I can see like holding toggle and crouch, maybe if you're like a real like campy style player and you don't want to hold down control whole game.
Mhm. Yeah. That's right. You need all the pixels to start to get off you for a second. Otherwise, you'll get the cyber bends.
BT, you'll grow to love this big
Mm.
hunk of metal.
It's like the Bumblebee style, kind of, right? He's like Knight
Um,
Rider.
yeah, it's more like
It's like
I'd
Johnny
liken it
O'Fadigan, the
kind
magical talking boat.
of. I'd liken it more to Edie or like
Hmm.
the T-800 in Terminator 2, where they kind of like learn humanity along the
I see.
line and become, arguably more human than
What
you.
pilot? What is mech love? Well, you see, we had to invent it. A title screen. Titan Autumn 2.
The
This
squeakquel.
time, this time it's closer to winter. All right, so when do we get the mission where we have to pilot the Atlas around?
Right after the one where we have to sneak the elemental in.
Oh, fucking some of those missions.
Size Matters Part 1, the hardest mission in the game. You just gotta run it and hope your line's good.
Hmm. What was that one that wasn't hard? We just couldn't
It
do it.
was the bridge one in Mech Assault 2.
Yes.
I just, for whatever reason, I just wasn't on it that night and just could not get past this mission that I normally have no trouble with.
Oh. All right. Meanwhile, our game is over before it has begun. Bruh. All right. Time to start this game of Subnautica. A lot less water than I imagined. Marty, can you believe we got paid $30 to do extra background voice work? Pew, 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 pew. Now, I was complaining about the stream quality, so I didn't catch whatever the fuck the story was. Are we fighting aliens or other humans?
It's another human thing. It's a
Okay,
corrupt government sort of deal.
gotcha.
We're freedom fighters.
The Terrans have not encountered the Zerg yet. Nice. Ooh, a Chevy Volt. You got bonked. By God, that's BT's music. This is a fragrant hibiscus cologne. Aromatherapy is the best shot to get you back in the fight.
You got a status effect called crippled. Aromatherapy will cure it.
We are knocked down. Our physical armor is gone. And that was a convenient window to fucking sell you on the robots, as if you weren't buying this for the robots already.
Yeah.
Like, here, we need to show you that these things can do some shit.
Yeah, this was a nice include to have a good single player campaign after the original Titanfall was just multiplayer.
Mm-hmm. Did they have local multiplayer on that?
I'm not sure actually.
Because I remember that was a problem with a lot of shooters around that time. Was that you had to de-emphasize local play just because of how the game ran.
Right. Yeah, that is still a thing that they're struggling with.
Mm-hmm. Was that screen sheet? Whereas split screen multiplayer, but everyone's invisible, so you can't find them on your screen. You have to look on their screen to see where they are.
That's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to play it.
It's one of those like dream fodder games. You're like, oh, this is a fun extra thing.
And then, sorry, your cropping got messed up again somehow. I don't know how that keeps happening. 250, 180. Popey. Why? All right, well, this will just have to do for now.
Little raptors.
Alien fauna.
Oh, go. No. Yay. Uh-huh. He got all puker.
Oh, he's concussed now.
Mm-hmm. The juice. Take some orange juice. I wonder what he's doing with that pile of stones. Yeah. Put it on and then turn the HUD on so we can see all the HUD.
Boop, boop.
Born in the something of 87.
Chameleon cloak.
Oh, very nice.
We're playing Crisis.
Can actually run it. I heard that the like can it run Crisis meme like came about because Crisis, like, the graphics aren't, they're not pushing necessarily, just the way it's rendered is terribly inefficient.
So it was optimized under the belief that in the future you would still have single and dual core processors, but they'd be clocked at like 6 or 7 gigahertz.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It turns out that we went the more multi-threaded route, and as a consequence, the original CryEngine did not scale
Not
as
play
well
nice.
with future hardware as it perhaps could have.
Mm-hmm. So there's an alternate universe when we're not in the worst timeline where Crisis is a very easy game to run.
I mean, you can run the original pretty well on most modern hardware. But there's definitely a demand to it still that is not shared by many of its contemporary games.
Mm-hmm.
Do 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 do.
Mm-hmm.
Running on the wall.
Microgirds. The microgird.
Whalen
remember this
Yutani
name.
Corporation.
Evil Space Corporation.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Whew.
Let's reset here.
A little too buttery.
As scheduled. What are you,
Yeah, I
British?
remember going to the state
A
park.
British villain? How original.
I'm evil. Meal attack. And dick shot.
Do.
So, our cast this week was about Invincible.
Indubitably.
I was thinking about a couple things. Like, one, Adam Eve is super OP.
Yeah, like I was thinking of that watching it. Like, if this were like a real person's power, that's the greatest superpower you could ever have.
Mm-hmm. Her only limitation seems to be just actual line of sight to what she's trying to do.
Yeah.
It's like, what if I was a Green Lantern and also a god?
But mostly the god part. What if I could just create shit out of nothing?
Yeah, fucking. I was like, okay, maybe when I was first hearing about it, I'm like, okay, maybe it's just inorganic material. She just mess with it, and then she can't, like, I don't know, fucking Twilight Zone, like the kid where she just makes people disappear.
Yeah.
But no, she grows like entire fields and vineyards and forests. She's like,
with the wave of a hand.
Like, could you not just go Omni-Man? Vanish.
Yeah.
And there was a Saturday morning breakfast cereal comic that came to mind when I was thinking about, like, just in general superheroes helping the world, where Batman or Superman's like scientists going like, Superman, you can like save us from people, but like you can move really fast and lift a lot of weight. Can we hook you up to this piston and just power Earth for like 50 years. Just run on this hamster wheel and provide free energy while we figure out a way to get away from fossil fuels. And on his tombstone, it's like, Superman, a transitional energy source.
Yeah, that was an interesting thought experiment. Like, is fighting the bad guy the most efficient way a superhero could help advance humanity?
Mm-hmm. And not always, I don't think.
No, but like it's hard to imagine because we don't live in a world of superheroes or supervillains.
That's true. Unless you count like the the masked vigilantes in Seattle. Oh, that whole shit.
How do I interact with the zip line? The E key.
Enter beam.
Energems.
Fucking sonic boom. Sonic, why are you collecting the Chaos Emeralds? When any of give an emerald could power a whole city. Or my plane. I need 2 whole Chaos Emeralds to power my jet plane.
My biplane. My single
Tails.
prop biplane.
Are you that smart, Tails? I really don't know. Because Eggman seems to just have a lot more robots just at any given time. Even without the flicky harvesting.
Fuck.
And Tails is just like, I have a plane and like a watch. I made a watch. It's got a calculator on it.
Oh, he dead. Okay.
We did.
Okay, this is a shotgun. Rocking that sniper shotty.
Yeah.
No medium range interaction.
No medium range. Boop. It explodes. That's got to be awkward. You're fighting dino dogs and someone just picks you off from your right flank. Damn. Why would we even pick this theater to have combat in? Neither of us are native to it, and it's full of hostile wildlife.
I'm sure there's a natural resource it's rich in.
Yeah. It's the we're gonna fight the natives. They're gonna have their world tree or whatever.
Yeah, there pretty much was a Titan in Avatar, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was. Yeah. I think we may have said it before, but I do like that sort of fan ending where the guy's just like, all right, no, you can have your planet. We'll just keep colonizing the world. You all can die on this fucking rock.
Yeah.
Live among the stars and you'll have horses. Enjoy. Any militia. All right, so where's the
It's at the top of this.
the grinding spot where it can fight the raptids or whatever? Can Fuck, I don't remember any of the names from Borderlands 3. I remember the level vividly, even though it was like a
Oh,
complete maze.
Eden 6.
Yeah, Eden 6. And the wrecked ship, and the AI lady who was reasonably easy to defeat
Yeah, she wasn't too bad.
after the length of that dungeon.
Because she was so weak to shock.
Yeah, it was a shock armor. It's like we're already that's what we all focused on anyway.
That's
You're a goofer if you made a build to strip health.
yeah. Um.
Mm, looking speed of look. Oh, well, that works. So I guess this is the tutorial if you wanted to skip the tutorial. Like it was a trick.
Mhm.
We put a second tutorial in. It's like the fucking Lord of the Rings, you know, it's like you've already had a tutorial. Yes, but what about second tutorial?
Yeah. Where's Tom Bombadil?
Tom Bombadil in a suit of power armor. Remember that time in the Magic story where Urza, in all his wisdom and godly planeswalker power, decided the best idea for him and his elite crack team of 9 world dimensional spanning god mages was to put them in power armor suits. But it was actually a trick because what he was they were the spider coffins. They're like, I'm gonna steal your spark. See, we're gonna betray it. I'm gonna use your magic to fuel a nuke. Sam Witwicky, need to give you the matrix of courage. I must protect the Allspark. Complete the fetch quest, and I'll give you a bacon, just a single strip.
A bacon.
My previous pilot kept one in the glove compartment.
He called it an emergency bacon. He claimed you never know when you might need one. Sadly, many expire before they are consumed.
It was quite small. He may have actually thought it was a memory stick. It's hard to see in the cockpit. It's like I have my new credit card, and it's just a strip of pork fat on the end of a cracker. That's how you withdraw lunch from the food bank. Were you not listening? Oh, surrender. I won't bring you to my internment camp.
There's a lot of
Who'd have thunk? Just made me think of again, I think the Mauler twins were my favorite part of Invincible. I know what a neural link is.
The
Oh, no.
Neuralink you just installed for me.
Oh, crap. His voice work is so good. And just anytime you're like, oh, that's him. It's your boy.
Same with Clancy Brown.
Mm-hmm. Walton Goggins
That's
was
what
Cecil.
fucking was he?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Hmm. Preach. No, you don't. Not here.
They get you back in the fight a lot faster on PC than on Xbox, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There's like no consequence to failing a challenge.
They had to give you something on a black screen. They would have just given you the source engine pop in. Although I will say, these enemy combatants are not the most attentive.
Maybe I'm just really good, Peter.
You could be.
You ever think about that?
You have. It's the gamer skill to have them be looking the other way. Although I guess now we're getting shot at. That theory goes right out the iron sights. I'm up, cowboy. You know, I appreciate the kind of appreciate the map design in this because I'm thinking about when I see first person shooters, I think back to Halo and like how there was a lot of the game design visual that got put into that, and that was obviously an influential game on a lot of
Yep.
3Ps going forward. And some of them, you know, they'll just clutter the screen with a bunch of shit, but I think here you can, you know, there's sight lines are visible, the way forward is visible. You can generally tell what a dude is. Surprisingly not easy in some shooters. You're like, what is that? Is that a piece of rubble or is that the guy shooting at me? Is that a piece of Wensleydale cheese? Or is that an APC? Oh, did you just try and kick you?
He
Go
did.
back. This is not Sparta. This is Typhon. Different Greek thingy-majig.
I saw today that there is a like non Zack Snyder-rific movie about that event called The 300 Spartans, made in 1962.
Oh, that's got to be good.
It's got
You need.
positive reviews on Rotten Tomatoes.
I can imagine it now. The like the fucking Jason and the Argonauts level, like costume design.
It's more like Ben-Hur from the little.
Oh, okay,
preview.
yeah. This actually looks like a reasonably. I was thinking like, you know, the really old movie posters where it's all illustrated.
Right, yeah.
And they have the big fucking title. And it looks like there is a poster that kind of looks like that, but it's at least a little different. I'm looking at the reviews. The first one, 8 out of 10. Very credible job. I don't know what, like, I can believe that this was a movie that was made.
Oh, how do I stand? How do I stand?
How do I want to see what the 1-star reviews on this look like.
Not as good as 300.
Surprisingly, not that much. There's only
Not slow
3.
motion enough.
But I will read one of them, which has spoilers, which I don't know.
I mean,
I
it's
don't
a
know how much there is
historical
to spoil.
event. I mean, like, how much can you possibly spoil?
Yeah. So this is the 1 out of 10 review by Im Veritas Photo. One of the best examples of Hollywood's absolute worst schlock. This sword and sandal pseudo-epic film did one interesting thing for me. I will now perform careful research to prove my personal theorem that the absolute worst era of Hollywood movies covered the late 1950s to mid-1960s, when the star system had broken down completely, but the ultra-stupid Hollywood execs refused to accept it. No originality at all occurred then in Hollywood, I think. I'm out to prove it. The 300 Spartans will now form Exhibit A. Awful. Just horrible. Wooden acting. Soapy, over the top, dramatic. Only Hollywood would dare to do it. Music. Flimsy, obviously fake spears and shields. Gratuitous. Unnecessarily exposure of the female starlets in cameos, adding nothing to the film. Dialogue that just has to make any intelligent person vomit. Anyone who thinks this was a good movie. Really? Really? I fear for your sanity. 1 out of 10 is too good for this film. It needs a great big 0.
Wow.
What
other kind of stuff has he reviewed?
I don't know. But this man made a very bold claim that the 50s and 60s, the late 50s and 60s, were the worst period of Hollywood movies.
I don't know enough about the releases early.
I mean,
support or refute.
I mean, I can find some fucking iconic movies. 60s movies. We'll just pull some up here. Let's see. A Fistful of Dollars? That's a bad one. Django? Nope. Terrible. These are, I will admit that some of these are not amazing selections that Google's throwing at me, but fucking Breakfast at Tiffany's, Dr. No, How the West Was, Goldfinger, original West, like the movie adaptation of West Side Story, 2001, Cool Hand, yes, the
Cool Hand
60s,
Luke.
a terrible decade for film. Original Ocean's 11. But yeah, he's got a pretty varied setup there. You know, it spans a lot of stuff. Like the top 10 here are Interceptor from 1992, The Contractor, Starship Troopers, Excalibur, The Devil's Own, Snow Walker, Rounders, Aragon, Concert for George, Harry Potter, Fight Club. So he's seen a bunch. Blade Runner,
Aragon.
what trash.
What a fucking like botched attempt at
Yeah, an adaptation. Yeah, just not great. Oh, fucking Spartacus came out in 1960. Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. You know, that famous flop.
that
The Great
hack
Escape.
director. Alfred Hitchcock.
That freak Romero and his Night of the Living Dead.
He'll never go anywhere. That'll never make money. I guarantee you they'll never make another zombie movie again.
It's all just action slog. We need something like To Kill a Mockingbird, a real thoughtful piece like To Kill a Mockingbird. Oh wait, that's 1962. Vulcan. The Manchurian Candidate. Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. Wow, I'm just looking at all these. These are great. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
That's not on any movie posters of the 100 greatest movies of all time or anything.
Yeah. It's still too mainstream. We need something that's out there. 60s are lacking that out there, you know? Someone like Stanley Kubrick's Doctor Strangelove.
Or How I Learned to Love the Bomb.
Oh wait. Oh, look at here's Alfred Hitchcock pumping out one again. He's just mass producing this schlock. What is this thing? Psycho?
No one's gonna remember Psycho in 5 years.
Just Lawrence of Arabia.
That's not gonna like redefine how movies are made. No one's gonna watch that schlock.
60s, the worst decade.
Worst movies ever.
There's some interesting titles in here that I have not seen.
What do you think is the worst movie decade? I want to say the 70s.
That's interesting. I would almost say, I'm gonna go on a limb, say like the 30s or 40s. Now, I say this because
that's a bold claim to go with the 40s, where literal Citizen Kane was released.
I gotta remember when like the movie Code came out. When they came out with that, because I feel like that limited a lot of options.
Burst Core, baby!
1934 to 1968. Okay. So I guess... Alright. I take it back.
Because, like, I mean, there were really good movies in the 70s. Like, you had...
Oh, yeah.
I think Clockwork Orange. That may have been late 60s, though. Apocalypse Now, The Godfather, Taxi Driver.
Mm-hmm. Can I do... I want to do fucking... do the 1890s when film consisted of fucking test screens. What hits do they have? Oh, The Jazz Singer. That's all you got. Value. Not enough value for my nickel. Remember when Thomas Edison almost destroyed film as a fucking medium? When he's like, I'm going to copyright moving pictures. And I'm going to put it on my own individual proprietary system that just doesn't work. Well, it worked, but it was stupid.
As these things often are.
Thomas Edison motion picture technology. It was him versus, the Lumiere brothers.
Which one is this? This is the Tone. Oh, that's a good one, I guess. Oh wait, I have the Tone?
Edison.
Oh.
Edison, he cranked out the kinetoscope, also known as the film camera. And he almost, it's fucking...
I watched, I'm back on churning through my list. I'm down to 28. I got 28 left.
Good job.
And I watched Pan's Labyrinth today.
Ooh.
And I'm very proud of myself because I almost didn't need the subtitles.
That's gotta feel good. I watched that movie, but I don't think I got the full weight of it.
Yeah,
because I don't think I was.
at least my
I wasn't a
personal
grown boy.
Yeah, at least my personal interpretation, it makes it like a really fucking sad movie.
Mm-hmm.
And like any way you look at it, it's very sad. It's very much it's like really good because you get like a serious sort of like wartime drama you'd expect out of someone like Coppola
Mm-hmm.
with the like fantastical imagery that you know Guillermo del Toro for.
Yeah, and it does it. That image it's striking, and it'll stay with you, which is what any filmmaker goes for, especially if you're doing symbolism.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Certainly
I
was
did
very
not.
symbolic.
All right, so what are the pros and cons in this of BT in the cockpit versus him as your option, I guess?
You got a lot more survivability inside BT,
Okay.
and I just I feel like that's the part of the game I want to play. You know?
Mm-hmm. I didn't know if he gets like a combat boost or anything from having you pilot him.
Yeah, like you can use like all of his weaponry and stuff. Like the AI when he's just being controlled doesn't. It's not great. It doesn't have the same sort of like tactical capabilities that you as a player character have.
Gotcha. Put on the jumpsuit, Kurt. It's time to go play hole in the wall.
We're going spacewalking, playing
I
Coder again.
Yup. Man, I remember like the first couple seasons of Hole in the Wall were great. It was a whole lot of fun. But I just don't think Japanese game shows caught on in America, even though it's like it's perfect.
Yeah,
They I think
it's
they learned about the tendency in just all Japanese media. If you ever like any Japanese show I've ever seen has like this ubiquitous like panel of commentators
yeah.
that they'll just be like in a bubble and you'll see their reactions, which
They need to
like
bring slippery stairs to America with the Australian guy who did that one video.
oh yeah,
That would
Aussie man.
break ratings records every week.
All the time. Fucking
The pink
yeah,
cunt
like
falls back down the stairs.
yeah, like American like reality TV started to figure that out with like American Idol and the judges.
Yeah.
Someone you can pan over to for a reaction to tell you how to feel. But streaming did a lot better with that because that's what it is. That's what we're doing here is us in a little box in the corner reacting to the stuff that's happening in the game or not, as
Yeah.
the case may be.
Oftentimes, we apologize. We need to get better at. I have the chat like right next to my fucking game window here, so I don't know. I don't really have a good excuse for not seeing chat posts, but I miss them often.
Mm-hmm. I wish it could. I kind of wish it pinged. I
I
wonder if
would
there's an option there.
maybe we can.
Once chat stream goes up, that becomes tenable.
Yeah.
But at our level, at our power level, it's a pretty good idea, bruh.
Bruh.
Right.
I think we just
Time
bailed
to
off
find the
the
way.
course a little too.
Mm-hmm.
And get to the
control.
okay. Get
Oh,
to
there.
there we go. Get to the job.
The job.
I'm surprised. Actually, you know what? I'm not. I was about to say I'm surprised that Predator wasn't on the list, but I
Now
guess
that I
I'm
remember,
not.
it's an
I mean, it's not a bad movie, but it's not like a movie that like snobby critics would like. But then again, there have been a lot of movies on my list. At least I don't know if
well.
you've had this.
Predator is also from 1980s. Oh, or you're saying the list?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know about you, but on my list at least there were a lot of movies that I'm like, really, this one?
yeah, yeah. It's how I feel. Like I can. Let me see if I can't look back. Ones that like I would consider like they're fine watching, but like, yeah, really. Um, Let me see. Like Seven. Like Seven isn't like that amazing.
It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's probably David Fincher's best movie.
Okay. Fucking
But
yeah, I
that
guess
is
I can see why these are on the list, but like none of them are like this is iconic. Well, I guess
yeah.
it's because they're iconic, not because they're like top tier top tier stuff. Although, what the do I know? I'm trying to look at some of these like Doctor Strangelove, yeah, Amadeus, Amelie, Clockwork Orange, Deer Hunter, E.T. Like E.T. Pretty good. I don't know if I'd have it on the list though.
Yeah. Like there's like 3 or 4 Quentin Tarantino movies on my list, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think he's that good, guys. I don't think he needs 4 of his movies on here.
Actually, yeah, I don't know if any uh Clint Eastwood like westerns are on here.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly's on mine.
I might actually, yeah, I might have that on mine too. Boy, I have Boys in the Hood on mine.
Yeah, that's a strange one. I mean, it's a good movie, but I don't know if it's one of the 100 best movies, you know?
Yeah.
Like Train Spotting is on mine. Like
Mm-hmm.
again, that's a really good movie, but I don't know if I consider it one of the 100 best movies.
Or the 100 movies you gotta watch.
Yeah.
And I know they sneakily kind of get around that by just calling it the list.
Yeah. Well,
So it
so like I was doing some research because it really bugged me that my list was different than yours.
uh-huh.
Like this wasn't a definitive list, and as best as I can tell, it's just like the top 100 movies on IMDb by user rating,
Oh,
and then like they selectively put in other movies to fill in like multiple entries in a franchise.
right. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Oh boy.
Because like my first
Some of
row
these.
is almost identical to the like first however movies on many ever movies on IMDb.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that tooltip.
I had no idea. Poison's bad, guys.
I this is some interesting tube in tube design.
Yeah, this is the one level I really didn't like out of this. Because you just got to have fun inside the mech, and I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And then they're like, but you got to split up for him for like a long time now, so
You gotta crave it. You got your first free taste.
yeah, it's like literally one of those your first hits 3 sort of
Yeah. Fucking let us I like kind of the game structure where the cool mechanic starts, you get to learn it a little bit, and you get in the hang of it, and then they'll take it away from you for a while. So you can kind of like decompress from that and not get into. I like that because I think it lets you, or it keeps you from getting into any unhealthy mindsets about whatever main mechanic the game has.
Yeah.
Whether it's like a mecha or like a special power or some type of terrain. As a good, not just to change up the pace, but like, yeah, when you get it back, you can be in a different place as a character in terms of like, you can get some abilities off the grid that come back and be like, oh, cool. Oh, geez.
I don't like that grenade is Q. I want to rebind that to G.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense. It's been 30 minutes. How did they get this truck in here?
I hear like Geiger counter sounds, so I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I remember where to go.
Well, let's maybe go towards where the sound is. That's the usual marker.
Well, I mean, yes, but how one gets to there is less than clear.
Looks like there is a slippy wall right here. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta do the classic ring around the rosy technique, I guess.
Well, it wasn't graceful. I'm not 100% sure I could do it again, but we got up here.
Let's get out of here. Pew pew.
And I'm outie.
He's so cool. But he has a fucking 5-inch wide dick, too. It's so girthy. It's like a
that's like a
highway.
cheese wheel at that point.
You can get two-way traffic going on that shit.
Like 5-inch circumference? Yeah, maybe. That seems doable. But
5-inch radius. It does not bend. It's just an accordion.
Fucking Italian restaurant open outside my window during spring break. I think there were 2 dogs sharing spaghetti.
It's a spicy meatball.
I got some meatballs right here.
I got some gabagool.
Tug hard, you get some Parmesan on top, eh?
I need to get some fucking real ass. I need that brick Parmesan. If it's not the consistency of a Nokia phone, it's not Italian.
Ooh, big sniper rifle.
The Kyber. The Kyber.
The Kyber crystal.
The Kyber. Yeah.
The Kyber corp.
I'm Seto Kyber.
Seto Kyber, fuck your rules, I got money.
I got the blue eyes, white Highlander. There could only be 3.
It's just fucking Mel Gibson with the
Yeah.
Braveheart.
I now need to see if I can't do make a blue eyes white dragon Photoshop. And it's just Mel Gibson's head. I am very lucky to have found this Mike's Hard because surprisingly in this town where I live, you can buy individual tall boys, very plentiful. Individual tall boys that aren't artificially enhanced with malt liquor,
Less so.
scarce.
Yeah.
Like platinum. Because like if you're buying a tall boy, it's always like, it'll be like some cheap ass wine cooler shit, but spiked. We just poured extra malt liquor on it to bring the ABV up, and now it tastes like shit. It used to taste like sugar pop, but now it tastes like sugar pop and
malt liquor.
Yeah, not even like beery malt liquor. It's just like the
grain alcohol.
Grain alcohol. Yeah, it's kind of like the way that like diet soda is just like, oh, this is a different taste. Oh no. Like that. And it is everything. It's either that or you get a tall boy of like Bud Light or like a beer.
It's BT.
It's, like, it's barbed. He's in a steel cage.
I'm in a glass case of emotions. What is this I picked? Oh, EPG. Do I have a
Epic
rocket
gun.
launcher?
Yeah, cool.
Oh, this is a tough part.
Okay.
At least it was on Xbox. I'm a lot better at first-person shooters on PC these days.
Mm-hmm.
After I beat Doom Eternal.
Everything's going at a snail's pace now.
Yeah, I'm not frantically switching
Like-
weapons, dodging fucking demons from all angles, trying to find.
Oh, you guys are only coming in 2 directions? Oh, this is fucking cake.
Yeah. No one's spawning behind me?
You all are just weak to gun. Oh.
Well, that's
I
convenient.
don't need... Yeah. Fucking Doom guy is just he's roller shooter. Jet set radio frag grenades. Flat cannon. That's what I got. Flat cannon and frag grenades.
Flag
Mixed up.
grenades.
Hit him with the flag grenade. You know what we didn't talk about today was apparently that Bad Batch came out today.
Was that today or yesterday? Yeah, I saw.
Maybe it was yesterday.
I saw the thing on Google. It's like recommended for you because you watch Star Wars shit. It's a Clone Wars spinoff. It's like I don't watch Clone Wars.
Jake does. I'm surprised he didn't say anything about it. I hope he knew. I'll tell him like 3 weeks later. I'll be like, "What?
Well, he is
More Star?"
out of town.
Mm-hmm. As he often is, gallivanting about the country. Thank you, BT. Can we just switch brains and you can do this whole game? Seem pretty good at it.
Survival mission.
Hey.
Lots of ammo here for those guns. Forgot about those.
Okay, now they're spawning in behind us. Okay, so this is just like straight up shooting gallery time. Ooh, do you have do you have a fire weapon?
Do I what now?
I think I saw like a thing like a fire star over there. I feel like that would be good against the bomb enemies.
I feel like it doesn't have great range.
Yeah, that's fair. Gotta get that high ground bonus. Yeah, it's nuts. So where my lizard lady is at now, she does fucking like 40% extra
I
when she has a elevation advantage.
I dropped points out of retribution because I realized that was making the enemy AI not want to attack me. And
Yeah,
put them in the polymorph, and now I have the highest initiative of the group.
yes, which is just a lot. This is very nice, very good.
I need to start getting Jake to drop some points into wits.
Yes, please. Oh, oh, what the fuck was I thinking about the characters? Divinity. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Whatever. Polymorph is pretty solid though. Just for its passive, not even for shit you can do with it.
Yeah, but it's got really good skill tree, like Tentacle Lashes. You get it really early, and it's one of the best skills you can have.
Yeah, you get like literally the first 3 skills I got were Chameleon Cloak, Tentacle Lash, and Chicken Claw.
Yeah.
You just go, wow, okay, that'll just put people out. Why do I even need like the upper level stuff? Isn't like it's just like, oh, you ignore terrain. Oh, you can swap terrain. Oh, magic armor damage. It's like, okay, sure.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
fantastic. Woo! Oh, secret trampoline.
Oh, I'm out of ammo on that. That's not good.
Oh, there's no way, you know. Okay.
Fuck.
Oops.
Couldn't find the edge around.
All right.
Oh,
Oh wow,
Jesus.
what a place to spawn you in. Okay. He's just running around. You can't do anything, boss. Yay. This is a satisfying sequence.
Yeah.
Would you like a cookie? It was sitting next to the bacon, so it's a bit greasy too. Quite the buttery treat.
I was told humans enjoy fat.
This one says it's a Milano. I believe I was told you would remember.
I am led to believe they grow on farms in the Pepperidge region.
I propose we make it to Pepper Ridge and try to hold it.
It seems like a strategic advantage given the price of these cookies.
Oh my, Milanos are deceiving in their packaging. I think they are one of the most like volume to to number of cookies you get. It's like a really high ratio. There's like a fucking thing that would have hold an entire packet of crisps, but it held like 4 Milano cookies. Okay.
Now we're playing poker.
Oh, he's using the gamer talk so that we know we can trash talk him.
Too bad he's already like fucked.
Sir, I'd like to have a discussion. I'd like to have a spirited debate. Point 1, Axiom 1. Your mom.
Your mom gay.
Her mom gay. Are you aware of Candace? No, can this dick fit in your mouth? I believe I have won the day here. Nah.
Yeah, I lost track of the real enemy.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Kane? Where'd you go? Warning. Yeah, I'll pick up. I'm glad he could call our radio for that. He put it in global chat. Boy, you talk too much. Boy, you never shut up.
I said you talk too much.
Get him. Come on. It's only 2 of you. We face worse odds.
Oh, he's almost done.
Bruh. Get him. There it is. Bring out the unicorn gun. Oh, we get to play Gundams without Jake.
It hits there for a second. I'm like, don't you fucking crash right now.
All right.
Which buttons disembark? Yes.
No, you don't. You're good. David Kine.
98 Kane. We would have lost the 98 Kane.
It's true. Activating the beat boot protocol. Subroutine Gribbledy Gork. Yeah, I just go. You did in fact get an upgrade, pilot. This was a good thing. Thanks, BT. Always glad to see.
My Neuralink with BT is improving. I managed to kill Kane, a mercenary working for IMC. Now we're back on track towards the rendezvous point in search of Major Anderson. We're still being hunted, but now we've got Kane's helmet radio, so we can eavesdrop on enemy communications. That seems like a good point. We just beat a boss to take a break, stretch your legs, use the restroom, get some food in you, Do what you gotta do. We'll be back at 9:30, let's call it.
Okay.
Thereabouts. See you then, folks. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. Clearly you have impeccable taste, so why not check out another video if you liked what you saw, or binge a playlist if you really liked what you saw. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, follow our social media, check out saturnstuds.com, and most importantly, party like it's 1995.